This next class is all about your freestyle. I've put together some poses and sequences that are going to work on some things that are going to help you develop a stronger, more effective freestyle. So in this class, what are we going to work on? We're going to work on shoulder mobility, shoulder stability. We're going to work on core stability along with a cross-body connection, ankle mobility, a little bit of hip mobility, body awareness, and working with our breath. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get updated on the great new content we're putting out there on a regular basis. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate if you gave us a thumbs up below. Also, in the comments below or in the description below, you can find a link to our website, our socials, and also a link to where you can sign up for our newsletter so you can get more information on how yoga can help you improve your swimming performance. So come to the front of the mat, feet hip distance pointed straight forward. Feel into big toe mound, little toe mound, inner and outer side of the heel. Hips in a neutral position, core just slightly engaged, collarbones wide, shoulders relaxed, and the neck long. Bring the ears right over the shoulders. Place one hand on your abdomen, one hand on your chest. Now we're going to be here for a few breaths, so your eyes might be open or your eyes might be closed. First thing I invite you to do is to move through a body scan. So bring your awareness into your body. Move that awareness from either head to toe or toe to head. Simply notice how you feel at this moment. See if you can do that without having an expectation of how you will feel or judging how you do feel. Just use that as a foundation for your body awareness. Then, I invite you to bring your awareness and your attention to your breath. And what we're going to do is move through a three-part breath. And the three parts of your breath being your abdomen, your ribs, and your chest. So for this, we're going to be breathing through the nose, emptying the lungs. On the inhale, feel your abdomen expand, your ribs widen, your chest rise. And on your exhale, feel your chest fall, the ribs narrow, and feel as if your stomach empties. Your stomach isn't actually emptying of air. That's what we're doing through the lungs, breathing through the lungs, but you're going to feel like your stomach empties. On the inhale, feel the abdomen expand, ribs widen, chest rise. Exhale, feel that same wave-like pattern in reverse. We're going to do that 3 more times in our mountain pose. Each inhale, I invite you to feel a little bit more opening, a little bit more expansion. Each exhale, just slowly releasing the air from the body. And as you do that, start to bring your awareness, your attention to your breath a little bit more strongly. And I invite you to make your breath a home base for your attention throughout your practice, a place for your attention to return back to. Now, just relax the arms to the sides of the body with the palms facing straight forward. What we're going to do, start with, is some intentional shoulder rolls. So really working on movement through the shoulder blades. On an inhale, bring the shoulder blades up the back, so elevation. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades towards the spine, retraction. Inhale, shoulder blades towards the hips, depression. Exhale, shoulder blades away from the spine, press the front of the shoulders forward, protraction. Inhale, shoulder blades up the back, elevation. And then come right back to your mountain pose. The inhale, bring the arms up and out to the side and then overhead, so upwards rotation with the shoulder blades, and then do the exact opposite. Exhale, bring the arms back down the same way we raise them up for downward rotation. Place the palms together in front of your sternum, bring your big toes together, legs together. On the inhale, bring the arms up and out to the side and then overhead, come into a streamline. Come on up to your tiptoes, stretch up, lengthen up through that streamline. Bring some awareness in here through the body with your balance and play with your balance. Separate the hands, drop the heels, and on your exhale, hinging at the hips, leading with the chest, fold forward at your hips. Coming into your standing forward fold. Bend your knees enough, upper body is super close or onto the thighs. Head hangs, neck relaxes here. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, rise halfway up with the upper body. Find that length in the spine from tailbone through to the crown of the head, coming to a 90-degree angle at the hips with the torso. Look straight down so you keep that neck long, kind of mimicking a freestyle body position. Exhale, fold. Same length in the spine, strengthen the core. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms up. Opposite hand in front for your streamline here. Stretch up, come up onto your tiptoes. Find that balance. Bring your body awareness in. Separate the hands. Exhale, drop the heels, fold forward at the hips. Hands on shins. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough, your hands reach the ground. On your inhale, bring your left foot back towards the back of the mat. Right away, bring your right to meet it. So we come to a plank position. Now you can have the knees up or you can always drop the knees down. Make sure fingers are spread wide, pointed straight forward. Shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. Externally rotate the shoulders, so feel the triceps twirling towards each other, elbow creases pointed away. Seat in line with the rest of your spine, and then press the ground away. So you feel the shoulder blades strongly on the back. You'll feel a little bit of that protraction. Then, on the inhale, shift forward just a little. Elbows stay tucked in towards ribs. And on your exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Top of the feet down onto the ground. Big toes together, legs together, arms to the sides of the body, palms facing down. Nose hovers just off the ground. Hover the palms off the ground. On your inhale, bring the shoulder blades towards your spine, so that retraction. Feel the front of the shoulders come away from the ground, widening through the collarbones, and then engage your glutes, the muscles in the seat, and gently lift the legs off the ground. Holding for another breath. Exhale, slowly lower. Hands under shoulders. Tuck your toes back behind you. Exhale, your tabletop. Now, from our tabletop, we're going to work on a little bit of core stability and cross-body connection through our bird dog pose. So shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers spread wide, pointed forward, and shoulders externally rotated. Knees directly under hips, toes tucked under. Then, on your inhale, extend your left leg back. Place the toes on the ground so you feel the hips even. Keep that. And on your inhale, lift the foot off the ground. Then press strongly into the left hand. Feel that stability in the shoulder. And on your inhale, bring your right arm up and forward. Thumb up, arm straight from shoulder socket. And feel that connection across the body from the right hand to the left foot. Feel that strength in the core, strength in the shoulder, and see if you can find a little bit more length in the spine. Exhale, come back down. Reset your foundation. Inhale, right leg back. Extend the leg, toes down. Feel the evenness in the hips. Keeping that, lift the foot. Press into the ground with the right hand. Feel that shoulder stability. Inhale. Left arm up and forward, thumb up, arm straight from shoulder socket. Feel that connection across the body. Notice how this side feels different than the last. Breathe. 2 more breaths here. Feeling that strength, that stability. Exhale, come back down. Top of the feet down, big toes together. Knees can come wide or knees can be together. Bring your seat towards your heels, fold forward at your hips, and we're going to come into our child's pose. So bring the head down to the mat. Walk your fingertips forward, extending the arms fully. Feel the elbows come off the ground and feel a stretch through both sides of the back into the lats. Gently press down into your fingertips. Feel as if you're drawing the mat back towards your armpits, and you should feel that engagement in and around the shoulder blades. Staying here for about 2 breaths. On every inhale, really feel that expansion. Every exhale, just gently releasing the air from the body. Next inhale, you're going to glide all the way forward onto your stomach. Coming onto your stomach, we're going to set up in the same way as we did for our last locust pose. So arms to the sides of the body, palms down, hover the nose so the neck stays long. Hover the hands, big toes together, legs together. Inhale, draw shoulder blades towards spine, retracting those shoulder blades. Engage the glutes, lifting the legs. And then you're always welcome to stay here, or inhale, bringing the arms out and to the side. And then overhead. So the fingertips and the toes are going in opposite directions. Palms pointed down towards the ground. And just lifting the arms a little higher off the ground, using the strength in your back. Then on your exhale, coming to cactus, 90 degrees at the shoulders, 90 degrees at the elbows. So like goalpost arms here. See if you can bring the shoulder blades towards the spine a little bit more. And then exhale, slowly lower, hands under shoulders. Tuck toes back behind you. And exhale, press back to your tabletop again. Then, this time in our tabletop, we're going to move through our thoracic spine, so our mid-spine a little bit here. Make sure as we do this, your hips stay as stable as possible. Strong into your left hand. Inhale, slowly bring right arm up and out to the side. Exhale, bring right arm under left, arm towards the ground, head towards the ground. Inhale, right arm up and out to the side. Exhale, arm towards the ground, head towards the ground, right arm under left. Inhale, right arm up and out to the side. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. Okay, set up for the other side, and as you do this, notice how one side feels different than the other. Inhale, left arm up and out to the side. Exhale, left arm under right, arm towards the ground, head towards the ground. Inhale, left arm up and out to the side. Exhale, left arm under right. Inhale, left arm up and out. One last time. Exhale, left under right. Inhale, left arm up and out to the side. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. From your tabletop, walk your knees back a few inches, have those toes tucked under. Now, shoulders are going to be behind elbows, elbows behind wrists. Press into the ground with the fingertips. Feel yourself climb the mat with the first knuckle. Externally rotate those shoulders, and then just hover the knees off the ground. First here, feel strength and stability from the hands, through the shoulders, through the core, and then the legs. Then, on your exhale, press the ground away. Press the hips up and back in a diagonal direction, pressing the chest towards the thighs. So you come into an inverted V position of down dog. Now, don't worry about the length of your legs yet. Make sure you've got stability in the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Then, maybe start to bring the heels towards the ground, but don't sacrifice the stability into the shoulders or lengthen the spine. On your inhale, come on up to your tiptoes, bend your knees. Exhale, walk your feet forward towards your hands, coming into your standing forward fold. Hands on shins. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing arms up. Exhale, hands come down through center. Come to your strong standing posture of mountain pose once again. Once you come to your mountain pose, I invite you to bring one hand onto your abdomen, one hand onto your chest again. Maybe the eyes are closed, maybe the eyes are open. We're going to stay for about 4 of our 3-part breaths. I invite you to return back to your breath, really making sure you're moving through that wave-like pattern of breath. And then what I invite you to do is to move through another body scan. Notice how has your body responded to what we've done, and check in with the mind. How's the mind responded to what we've done? And one more breath. Bring the arms to the sides of the body with the palms facing straight forward. We're going to come through another round of those intentional shoulder rolls. So this time, on an inhale, bring the shoulder blades towards the hips. So the shoulders glide down the back, coming into depression. Exhale, shoulder blades come towards the spine, retraction. Inhale, shoulder blades glide up the back, elevation. Exhale, press the front of the shoulders away, shoulder blades come away from the spine, protraction. And then inhale, shoulder blades towards hips, depression. Back to mountain. Inhale, arms up and out to the side and then overhead, upwards rotation. Exhale, coming back the same way for downwards rotation. Then inhale, arms up and out to the side and then overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming to your standing forward fold. Hands on shins. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees enough, your hands reach the ground. Inhale, left foot back towards back of the mat. Right away, bring your right to meet it so you come to a plank position. Stay in your plank for one breath, feeling that strength and stability. Exhale, slowly lowering down to the ground. And we're going to come through one more variation of our locust pose. Bring the arms out in front of you, palms down. Top of the feet down, press into the ground. Press into the hands. And then stay pressing strongly into the right foot and the left hand. Inhale, lift the left leg and the right arm. Exhale, come back down. Press into the right hand, left foot. Inhale, raise the right leg, left arm. Exhale, come back down. One more time each side. Inhale, lifting left leg, right arm. Exhale, coming back down, pressing into right hand, left foot. Inhale, lift right leg, left arm. Exhale, coming back down. Hands under shoulders. Tuck toes back behind you. And this time, we're going to exhale, press all the way up and back to your down dog. Now, from your down dog, we're going to come in to a little bit of core stability and also into a little bit of a twist. Now, I'm going to give you a few options here as we come through. We're going to move from down dog to plank. If you wish, you can go from child's pose to a low plank. From your down dog, set up strongly. Make sure the shoulders are externally rotated, pressing the ground away. And then inhale. Slowly glide forward to your plank position. This time, we're going to come into a plank plus. So press the ground away. Feel the shoulder blades really coming away from the spine so you feel that protraction. We're building a shoulder stability here. Then, on your exhale, press up and back to your down dog. Inhale, glide forward to plank. Find plank plus. Exhale, press back to down dog. Now, adding one more thing on here. Externally rotate those shoulders. Make sure you're stable, especially into the right hand. You might bring the feet a little wider here, just for a little bit more balance. And then on your inhale, slowly bring left hand to the outside of the right shin, thigh or ankle. Press the ground away with that right hand. Feel that stability through the shoulder. Look underneath that right armpit. And then inhale. Come back to that down dog. Refind your foundation. Strong and focused in the left arm, left shoulder. Inhale. Right hand to the outside of the left shin, thigh or ankle. Look underneath that left armpit. Breathe. Inhale. Come back to your down dog. Bring the feet back to hip distance. Exhale. Come knees down. Press back to your child's pose. This time in your child's pose, really reach those arms forward again, but then we're going to come into the sides of the body. So once you've extended those arms fully, on the next inhale, walk your hands, your upper body over to the right, lifting the belly button up, bringing the belly button towards or onto the right thigh, allowing the left side of your seat to really sink down towards your left heel. Breathe. Staying for 2 breaths here. Every inhale, allowing for that expansion. Every exhale, letting go. Inhale, lifting the upper body up. Walk the hands, the upper body over to the left. Finding a similar extension now through the right side, but notice how the sides differ. Once again, inhale, feel that expansion. Exhale, see if you can allow for a little bit of softening. Inhale, come back to center. Draw yourself forward to a tabletop. And then we're going to do a little bit of an add-on to our bird dog. So set up your foundation strong. And then on your inhale, left leg up and back. Then, from here, bend your left knee. Heel comes towards your seat. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. Next option, right arm up and forward. So just like our bird dog, but with a bent knee. Can stay here. Next option, come around with the right hand, hold on to the left foot. Square the hips. Look forward. Press your sternum forward. Press the ground away with that left arm. Kick your left foot into your right hand. Maybe lifting the back knee, depending on your range. Keep those collarbones wide as you stretch into the quads, maybe even feeling this into the hip flexors. Staying for one more breath. Exhale, gently release. Come back to your tabletop. Returning to your tabletop, finding your foundation. Inhale, right leg up and back. Bend the knee. Remember, this is your first option. Next option, next step, left arm up and forward. Then next step, next option, bring the left hand around to hold on to the right foot. Square the hips, look forward, press the sternum forward, widen through the collarbones. Kick the right foot into the left hand, maybe lifting the knee depending on your range. Notice the difference between the sides. Breathe. Next exhale, gently release that leg. Walk the knees back a few inches, tuck those toes under, externally rotate the shoulders. Exhale, press up and back into your down dog. Now, we're going to come into a little bit of ankle mobility. So first we're going to stretch into the calves in our down dog. Inhale, bend into both knees. Exhale, left leg towards straight, right knee bends. Inhale, bend into both knees. Exhale, right leg towards straight, left knee bends. Inhale, bend into both knees, and then glide forward to a plank. Find that stable, strong plank position, and then switch slowly to the top of your feet. Press down into the ground with the top of the feet. See if you can feel more length coming through the front of the ankles here. Staying for about 2 breaths. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always come onto your knees, and then this might be enough, or you might come up, bringing the knees up, coming into the ankles. If you're in that plank position, tuck the toes under. Exhale, press up and back to your down dog. And we're going to come through that one more time. Inhale, bend into both knees. Exhale, left leg towards straight, right knee bends. Inhale, bend into both knees. Exhale, switching sides. Inhale, bend into both knees gently. Glide forward to your plank, and then slowly onto the top of the feet. Remember, you have options here. Feel length coming through the front of the ankles, allowing for a little bit more range. And remember to stay with your breath. The exhale, drop the knees down, and then we're just going to shift onto our backs. Once you come onto your back, what we're going to do is just do a little bit of hip movement, some internal and external rotation. So just bring the arms to the sides of the body, palms up. Bring soles of the feet flat on the ground. Bring the feet about mat distance. Now, here, what I want you to do is feel the hips stable on the ground. So feel both sides of the seat staying on the ground, so you're really feeling this rotation coming from the femur and the hip socket rather than just lifting the pelvis up and down from side to side. So on your exhale, drop your knees to the left. Now make sure you feel both sides of the seat on the ground. Inhale, come back to center with the knees. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Then I invite you to come into our final resting pose of shavasana. Extend the legs long on the ground, about mat distance apart. Arms to the sides of the body, palms facing up towards the sky. Allow the eyes to close. Now, if this is not a restful and relaxing position for you, please feel free to come into another expression of shavasana pose. That might be on your side, it might be just a different position on your back, it might not be on your back at all, but find a positioning where you can allow yourself to relax and let go. The first thing I invite you to do as you're here is to take about 3 or 4 more of those 3-part breaths, just very intentionally, allowing for a little bit more expansion on your inhales, a little bit more length on your exhales, and see if you can make the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. That tends to give you a little bit more ability to relax with greater ease. Every inhale, opening. Every exhale, letting go. Then after that third or fourth breath cycle, just allow yourself to completely let go. Sink into the support of the ground, the support of the mat. Allow the body to soften. And you can stay in your shavasana pose for as long as you wish. When you choose to come out of your shavasana pose, I invite you first to move through one last body scan, just noticing how your body's responded to your practice. Then take a few more breaths and notice how your mind's responded to your practice. Eventually, starting with smaller movements through fingers and toes, working your way up to larger movements, coming on to one side or the other, pressing yourself up to a seated position.